see how I'm traveling all around the country.
I see, and other countries.
And Canada. I didn't get to
that's a star. That's a star.
But I'd like to thank you, because you gave me the opportunity to, when I came in 2014.
Yeah.
And you was the director of our school.
Right.
I said I want to do this, and you gave me the okay for it.
No
question.
So, no question. Big
time
step up. And the same to you for stepping up.
Yeah.
Allah said we take our position. Ain't nobody got to give us. You took your position.
Right.
And I just honored it. I didn't give you nothing. You took that.
Yeah, dog.
And I honored it. That's right.
I appreciate you honoring it.
My brother, most definitely. That's peace.
I say, by way of Allah be,
Yeah, that's peace. All praise to you. I wish that brother, what's his name? Born Master would have turned out like that.
See, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that.
Good.
I'm gonna get into that, God. I'm gonna get into that whole.
We got to. We
gotta build on that.
We gotta build on that.
Let me.
Incisive questioning. Incisive.
Yeah.
I got concise answers. That's precise.
All right, God. Well, look, God. It's been a minute, God. You blowing up all over the place, God.
That's peace.
I see you on Sarnetta.
Right.
I see you on Live at First Sight. And you.
Yeah. Black News.
Black News. Your name is ringing bells, God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into the whole social media thing.
Yeah. I'm with you, my brother.
But first I want to take it from the beginning, what
the father established.
Well, actually, I want to take it to even you when you were born.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I go with you.
So tell me when the time you was born. I'm on.
It's taping?
I'm on, God.
Okay, no question. Yo, let me put my best face on. Yeah. Well, of course, I'm God knowledge, and that interprets that.
Okay, God knowledge.
Yeah, I go back to 1971. I go back to 1948, September 4th, right? And Pops was an independent black entrepreneur that didn't subscribe to being employed by a white man. All right? He was introduced to all of the Jim Crowism in America in the South. He was born in Ocala, Florida. Bam! And he was very independent. I got some stories about his independence that's off the chain. Mom's was born in North Carolina in a college town, Greensboro, North Carolina. She was an early college graduate. So she had blacks in the South was gravitating towards, and that was education. Like James Brown said, that if you didn't have no education, you might as well be dead. That was like saying without knowledge of self, you are mentally deaf, dumb, and blind. Right. So they, had the basic elements of knowledge in their education. Pops, although he was born in 1910, he went as far as the 11th grade. Mom's was born in 1923. She graduated from college. So we had that education from the South, Baptist background, being born in Harlem. I was born in Harlem Hospital and was raised in Harlem.
Knowledge, understanding power, right?
Knowledge, understanding power, right? And at that time, they said it was the best baby hospital in the world because there was so many being born.
Right.
You know how we prolific in making babies and having them born? Well, they was born by the droves in Harlem Hospital because black folks is known for their high propensities of sex. We be fucking, excuse my expression, right? But that's what we be doing. We ain't had nothing else.
Right.
Exactly. So,
this is a free bill. This is 1948.
48. And Harlem Hospital was known for wound treatment, gunshot and pistol wounds, because there was so many prolific wounds in 1948 in Harlem.
It was like a rough period.
It was.
Yeah.
Razor cuts, a lot of people from the South, and brothers drinking and fighting and fussing and all that. All that Yaku teaching said caused them to fight and kill one another. We was really on it because there was a lot of money being made in the streets and a lot of different acquisition of a lot of materials in the street. And people that didn't have no knowledge was actually savage in their applications of life in the pursuits thereof.
Right.
They didn't know how to pursue it from a civilized perspective. Right. So them things was happening very savagely. And I was born into that. But being born into that, I also learned early of the resentment of black people's fight against Jim Crow. That we never liked it, slavery or being oppressed. And when they allegedly freed us, we never liked the institution of racism under Jim Crow either. And we fought, and there was a lot of riots that you don't even hear nothing about. But the one I was born 5 years after was the Harlem riot. And my pops made it a fact that I knew that. He made it known that he never worked for a white man. He made me understand that. Son, whatever you do for your goddamn self. Okay, so I'm getting that.
Right. Were you an only child? Or?
No, I had, it was 7 of us in my household.
Oh, yeah.
I was the fifth child. Okay. I was the fifth child of my pops and mom's union, and it was 2 brothers ahead of me and 2 sisters. So I was the power one that came. I came with the power.
The power.
The 5% power. But pops was like giving me that independence and knowledge and beauty of being black. That you're a black man. He didn't say it like that, but he called me man ever since I could remember. That was my nickname from Pops.
So during that time, he Pop stuck around with his family.
Yeah, right. For the first 9 years of my life.
First 9 years, okay.
Yeah. What happened while I was the first 9, he would have stayed, but he was into some illegal activity, being an entrepreneur. He was a street entrepreneur.
Right.
Really, now we call him a street pharmacist. Then I didn't know nothing about it. I don't know if my moms knew about it. None of my brothers, none of us knew that Pops was a street pharmacist, right? And he had a serious Cuban connection that I never met none of his Cuban friends. But I had been to Florida with Pops, where he was from, and there was a lot of Cubans in Miami. We lived 17 miles from Miami, and he had a bar in Miami.
Okay.
And he used to mingle. But I used to see them in Miami, and I don't know nothing about what Pops was doing in New York. And that shit was like, that was his connection. And and I learned when I was 16 that the way he used to take care of his business, he used to be a chauffeur. And that's how he used to transport his business, as a chauffeur. And he owned cabs.
So he was getting
all around the board, legitimately and illegitimately, but it was all his, and I got that. And I don't know no religion that my pops had. Mom used to go to a Baptist church. She also became she was with the Negro Business Association, the Women's Business Association, under Dr. Hart, Syria's young sister. And she was with them. They was one of the first to get a movie house and convert it into a church in Harlem and stuff of that nature. And it's real big. The First Corinthians Baptist Church on 116th. There used to be an old movie called The RKO. And Martin Luther King came in and all that. Moms was hooked up in all that. Business, politics, and education.
If Mecca did this.